Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to sew this beautiful, gorgeous, asymmetric corset. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, please do it to subscribe and turn on your bell button for more videos. And to my returning subscribers, thank you all for supporting my channel. God bless you all. So let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So this is my normal basic block. I have my shoulder, I have my bust point. This is my bust point. I have my under bust. I have my waist and top length. My top length is 24 inches. You can use more than or less than depending on what you want. So make sure you fold your pattern into two before drafting, okay? So now go ahead and chalk down my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2. I have 8. I have 8 inches here. So from the 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll go ahead and chalk down my armhole. My armhole is 8 inches, okay? So now go ahead and measure my shoulder. I want to have a straight line on this part, okay, on this line. So after that, I'll go ahead and draw a straight line. So this is my armhole line. Remember, from your shoulder, come down by 1 inches for your shoulder slope. And from the shoulder slope, you go ahead and chalk down your armhole. So now I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck width. My neck width is 3 inches and my neck depth is 3 inches. I'm using 3 by 3. It is just for a guide, okay, just for a guide. After that, you go ahead and connect it this way. After doing that, make sure you connect it to your armhole, okay, connect it this way, okay. So now I'll go ahead and chalk down my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches, divided by 2, I have 4, so this is 4 inches. After doing that, you go ahead and rule out a straight line from your bust to your top length. Rule it from your bust to your top length, and this is what I have. So now on the under bust, I'll be coming out on both sides by 1 inches. If you are very busty, you can use 1.5 inches, okay? Do that also on your waistline and also on your top length. Then you connect the lines this way. So this is what I have, okay? So after doing that, I'll go ahead and curve it to meet my bust point. Slightly curve it up to meet your bust point. And this is what I have. So now after doing that, I'll measure from my shoulder to my armhole line, and I'll also measure it out here. I want to have a straight line on this part. So this is my chest line. This is my chest line. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and divide my shoulder. This part, I'll divide it into 2 and get a midpoint. I have 5 divided by 2 and I have 2.5. So I'll go ahead and connect it to my bust point. Remember, bust point. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2. Remember, my armhole is 8 inches, divided by 2 and I have 4. So from that point, I'll come in by 0.5. Come in by 0.5, and after doing that, I'll connect it to the upper part. Okay, so this is what I have. So now I'll be taking a dart intake of 2 inches on my shoulder, and after that, I'll connect it to my bust point. Go ahead and connect it to your bust point. So this is what I have. So this dart intake, I'll replace it back. I'll go ahead and replace it back. From that 2 inches, I will chalk down another 2 inches. I want to replace this dart back. So I'll go ahead and chalk down another 2 inches. And this is what I have. Draw a straight line to that 2 inches. So this is it. So now, after doing that, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my body. That is my bust, my under bust, my waist, and my hip will be on my top length. So my bust divided by 4, I will chalk it down. So for my chest line, I'll go up by 3 inches. Measure the dart in between. I have 1 inches here, and I'll replace it back on my bust line. Okay, so now go ahead and impute your body measurement. On my under bust, I'll be adding 2 inches because of my dart. Whatever I have, I'll add extra 2 inches to it. Same thing on my waist and also on my full length. On my full length, I'll be using my hip measurement dividing by 4 inches. So this is what I have. After that, you connect the lines together. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and curve out my armhole line. This is my armhole line. And I'll also curve it up to meet that 2 inches that I use in replacing my darts, okay? I'll slightly curve it up to meet it. So just watch the way I'm doing it. So this is what I have. So this is my new armhole line. This is my new armhole line. So after doing that, whatever I have on this other side, this side, I'll go ahead and trace it out on this other side, okay? And this is it. I did that off camera. So this is what I have, okay? I have the both side of my front on one paper. That is why I said you should fold your pattern into two. So make sure you fold your pattern into two before drafting it out. So now this is what I have. I'll go ahead and fold it back, okay? So after doing that, on my bust point, that is my bust point, I'll go up by 0.5 and I'll come in by 0.5. Go up by 0.5 and come in by 0.5. Then on my under bust, I'll also come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect the line, okay? This is just for a guide, okay? So now I'll go ahead and input my corset. From my under bust, I'll curve it up to meet my bust point, okay? I'll slightly curve it up to meet my bust point. This is it. So I'll go ahead and measure whatever I have on this side. Measure it out so you can know what you have. I have 3.5 inches here. So on this side, I'll go ahead and chalk down 4.5 inches. Add extra 1 inches to whatever you have because our bust on this other side is fuller. Okay? So after doing that, you go ahead and curve it out. Join it to your armhole line. Okay? So curve it out. Our bust on this other side is fuller. That is, this side is fuller. Okay? So after doing that, we are going to be taking our structure for the sleeve. Okay, so here from here now, I'll come down by 3 inches. You can come down by 2 inches or 3.5, depending on where you want the sleeve to start from. After doing that, you go ahead and connect it this way. Okay, you go ahead and connect it this way. So this is what I have. Don't mind this second line, that is this line, it's a mistake. So the next thing I'm doing here now is to determine the length of my sleeve. The sleeve is going to be extending to my back, so I'll be adding extra pattern here because this one is small, okay? So I'll be using 12 inches. Just go ahead and measure yourself from your front to your back and know what you'll be using, okay? So mine is 12 inches, so I'll go ahead and chalk down 12 inches. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and connect it this way, okay? So now this is what I have. So for the width of my sleeve, I'll be using 3 inches. You can use 4 inches if you want to, but I'll be using 3 inches. So from my armhole, from this my armhole, I'll go ahead and connect it this way. So this is my sleeve. Remember, this sleeve will be extending to my back. So I used 12 inches. So go ahead and measure yourself. So now for my side dart, from my bust, I'll come down by 1 inches. Okay, I'll come down by 1 inches for my side dart and I'll go ahead and connect it to my bust point. So this part is going out, okay? That part is going out. So now if you check the picture on my thumbnail, you see that there is a dart in between the sleeve, okay? So just go ahead and divide this part into two, get the midpoint, then connect it to your bust point this way, okay? Divide this your sleeve into two, get the midpoint, then connect it to your bust point. Then from both sides of the midpoint, come out by 0.5, okay? Come out by 0.5. Then you connect it to your bust point this way, okay? Then you go ahead and extend it to meet this part, okay? Extend it this way. So this is what we have, okay? This is the dart in between our sleeve. So on this side, I will be adding my bust dart on this side also. I'll come down by 1 inches from my bust line, then connect it to meet my bust point this way. Okay, so this part is also going out. So now this is what we have. So from the upper side, I'll be adding extra pattern paper, like I'll be adding a pattern paper on that side for the structure design on the upper side. Okay, for that standing design. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and come up by 4 inches. Okay, I'll be coming up by 4 inches and I'll connect it back to my armhole line. This is the 4 inches. Okay, so after doing that, I'll go ahead and connect it to meet my bust point. Make sure it's meeting your bust point. That is this part. Okay, so let's do that. So now this is what we have. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and work on the down part. On the down part, there is this wavy design on the down part. So I'll be adding it to the down part. So let's do that. So from this down part, I'll come up by 2 inches. Okay, I'll be coming up by 2 inches from this side, and from this other side too, I'll be coming up by 2 inches. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and give it the wavy design. Make sure you're blending it so that while cutting they'll be equal. Okay, so this is what we have. This is the wavy design on the downside. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So let's do that. I'm done drafting. Okay, so let's cut it out. So this is it. I'm done cutting it out. And from the upper side, I noticed this part is too high. So I'll be coming down by 1 inches. Okay, I'll be coming down by 1 inches and I'll reconnect it back to my bust points. So now I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. Just watch the way I'm cutting it out. Okay, be very careful this part. Make sure you're removing the dart, like the dart in between. Okay, so this is what I have. I'll go ahead and open up my dart, like open up this my side dart and close it back. So this is what I have. And on this side, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Just watch what I'm cutting. Make sure you're removing the dart in between your sleeve. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay, so on this side, open up your dart and close it back. Okay, make sure you open up your dart and close it back. So after cutting out, like this is what I have. This is my front pattern. Okay, I'm done cutting it out. Over to the back pattern. So this is my back pattern. I have my shoulder, I have my chest line, I have my waist, and I have my top length. So for my shoulder, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from there I'll go ahead and mark my armhole line. This is my armhole line. Okay, this is my armhole line. So now my shoulder to waist of my front is 17 inches, but on my back I'll be using 16 inches because of the side that we took out from the front. Okay, because of the side that we took out from the front, we're going to be reducing, like making use of 16 inches here, and my top length to be 23 inches instead of 24 inches. So now this is my nipple to nipple line. Okay, this is 4 inches, my nipple to nipple line. After that, on my waistline, I'll come out by 0.5 from both sides and connect to the upper side. Okay, this way. And from my waist, I'll come down by 5 inches and I'll go ahead and connect it to that point. So this is what I have. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and put my body measurement. My bust divided by 4, my waist divided by 4. I'll add extra 1 inches to it because of my waist dart. On my top length, I'll be using my hip divided by 4. So I'll go ahead and connect it this way. I'll join the whole point together. So for my lacing bar, I will come in by 1.5 inches here, and on the down part, I will come in by 1 inches, and I will go ahead and connect the line. I want it to be slanted. If you want it to be straight, just go ahead and come in by 1.5 inches also on the down part. So from this upper side, I will come down by 0.5, okay? I'll come down by 0.5 and I'll connect it this way to the upper to meet my chest line. So from this side, I'll come up by 2 inches, and from this side also, I'll come up by 2 inches. There is this side, I'll come up by 2 inches. After that, I'll go ahead and give it a wavy design. So this is it. I'm done with the back pattern drafting, and I'll go ahead and cut it out. So let's do that. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? Go ahead and cut it out this way, then open up your dart, and that is it. So this is it. This is my back pattern. Okay, I have my back pattern and also I have my front pattern. So guys, I'm done with pattern drafting. The next one we'll do here now is to cut out our fabric, like cut it out on our fabric. So when cutting out, make sure you add 0.5 inches round for your swing allowance, okay? Make sure you add 0.5 inches round. So let's go and cut out. So I'm done cutting out both my material and my lining, and this is what I have. I have my lining, I have my material, and on my material I added my wording to it, okay? Make sure you add your wording to it. And on this part, I added cooler gum to it, okay? To make it strong and firm. And I also added it to this side also, okay? So this is what I have. I did the same thing on my lining. This is my lining. I added cooler gum to the upper side and this part also. So now I'll go ahead and join this side. And this is my back. I'll join the back also using 0.5, okay? I'll go ahead and join it. So this is it, guys. I'm done joining both my material and my lining. And this is what I have. Open and press very well, okay? Make sure you open and press very, very well. So this is what I have. So now on the lining, I'll go ahead and add my boning to it, okay? On this particular line, I will start from my under bust, okay? And I will come up by 1 inches from the down part. But on this particular side, this other side, I will come down by 1 inches from the upper side, and I will come up by 1 inches from the down part, and I will add my boning. Okay, so let's go and do that. So this is it, guys. I'm done adding the boning. As you can see, I came down by 1 inches and I came up by 1 inches from the downside. So on this particular one, I'll go ahead and join it together. Okay, I'll go ahead and join it together. So let's go and do that. Both the material and the lining. Okay. So I'm done sewing, and this is what I have. I've joined the two sides together. This is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and sew the both sides together. Right side facing right side. I'll stitch it down, and I'll be leaving like 2 inches on the down part so I can bring it out from that part. So this is it, guys. I'm done, and I'll go ahead and bring it out. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm done bringing it out, and this is what I have. Okay, you can go ahead and put your bracket from that opening if you want to put bracket, or you can leave it that way if you want to. Okay, so this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and stitch it down, push it inside and stitch it down. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and align these two together, okay, to form a cup. I'll go ahead and sew the both together, midpoint to midpoint. I'll use my pin and pin it down round to form a cup on that part. After doing that, I'll go ahead and sew it together, okay. So let's do that. Pin it down, okay. So this is what I have, and I'll also go ahead and pin this other side down. So guys, I'm done sewing, and this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and use my lining to cover it up. Right side facing right side. I will sew the both together. right side facing right side. I'll pin it very well. Okay, I want to sew the upper side first. So when you get to this point, this particular point, flip this particular one inside like this our cup. Put it inside, then you continue pinning your lining and your material together. Okay, just watch the way I'm doing it. Make sure you push it inside and then you continue your pinning. Okay, so let's do that. So now when you get to this particular point, this side, this is your this is our sleeve. Okay, right side facing right side. Put it this way and use your lining and cover it up and continue your pinning. So this is it, guys. I'm done sewing the upper side and this is what it looks like. As you can see, looking so neat. I'm done sewing the upper side. I'll go ahead and use my iron to iron it down very well. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and sew the down part, right side facing right side. I'll go ahead and pin and sew it. Okay, so now this is it, guys. I'm done sewing the down side. Okay, so I'll go ahead and notch it very well. Make sure you notch it very well. It makes the to make it to relax when you turn it over. Okay, it will make it to relax very well. Notch it very well and bring it out. And after doing that, this is what we have. I noticed I did not bring out the down part very well, like some part of it are still inside. I'll do that at the end of the video. Okay, I noticed that after the shooting. So now I'll go ahead and sew this particular part. I'll go ahead and I'll put it inside and sew the two sides together. Okay, so this is it. Okay, I'm done sewing it. Just sew a little bit, that is 0.25, that is quarter, and I'm done sewing. This is what it looks like, just a little bit. Okay, don't sew too much. So now I'll go ahead and mark out my lines. Okay, where I'll be inserting my bony and eyelet. Okay, from the end of it I'll come in by 0.5, come in by 0.5, and from the 0.5 I'll go in by 0.75, and then from the 0.75 I'll go in by 0.5. So now I have three lines. Okay, I have three lines. I will insert my bony here, and in between I'll put my eyelet. So this is what we have three lines here. I'll put my bony here, and in between the lines I'll put my eyelet. And I've brought out the down part very well, and this is the final look. This down part, you can give it any wavy style that you want. Okay, the main style here is the upper part. Okay, and we are done with this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share for more videos. Bye.